anybody is here. I'm gonna wait a minute and see if somebody's here. I'm I'm like totally, that was so sporadic as always, everything I do. But yes, I'm actually, my day's been just crazy because I've been talking to friends and family and trying to do some posts and get ready at the same time. So yeah, I'm just gonna hang out for a minute or so, give you guys an update, and sadly, I can't even, I'm on my phone, so I can't even see. Okay, I can't see the live chat for whatever reason. Don't even know if you guys can hear me, but I cannot see. Oh no, I can see the chat. Hey, Judah, hi. Thank you so much from Ohio. We're not too far. I'm like, actually, I'm putting my creams on and my makeup. I was gonna go live at 1 o'clock, and I couldn't even do it at 1 because I was doing my yoga, and uh, and then I was like, oh, I'm just gonna finish my yoga and talk to my family and eat something, which didn't happen either. So, what's going on, Judah? What's going on in Ohio? How's the weather? Here in Michigan, it's crazy because it was not supposed to rain, but it's raining. And then it's sunny again. But I do have like, look, my. Ah, thank you, Eric. I was gonna say I have like clothes hanging everywhere because currently 80. Oh, Michigan is the home state. We're in Michigan. I'm in near Mackinaw City right now. Where are you from? Thank you, Eric. Eric, where are you from? Um, yeah, it's gorgeous here. Um, but the weather's always like, you never know what it's going to be. So, SE Corner. Oh, near Ann Arbor. Okay. Oh, I've been to Ann Arbor. Yes. So cool. Yes. Yeah, it's like a weird summer, I feel. Um, I've never done my makeup like online. Okay. That's a weird thing that women, when they do makeup, we always like move our mouth. What's up with that? uh, oh, okay. South Minnesota. That's awesome. Yeah. I can't wait to travel more again. It's beautiful here, and I actually have a gorgeous view at the moment. Um, but I can't wait to travel more again. Gonna show you guys my view. I'm not even gonna, like, when I look out my window, besides my bras hanging from the window, there's like, you can't even see it. Where is it? There's the water right there. So it's gorgeous. I see Mackinac Island actually. Yeah, so no reactions because I'm not even in my studio. But I wanted to pop in real quick, say hi, and say how much I appreciate you guys for always showing up, being here, supporting the channel, you know? And I'm excited to share that I'm going to start a new channel actually. Um, More about my life. And maybe I can sit down so I don't move. That would have been funny. Have you heard of Mall of America? I have not. The Mall of America. Ooh, don't get me started. I need to make a lot of money to go to the Mall of America. So that's like is that the biggest mall in America? That'd be kind of cool. Definitely want to check that out. But no, I have not heard of the Mall of America. Just slapping on my makeup. I'm actually going to work later. I started a little side gig, in a restaurant. Vegetarian working at a steakhouse. How do you like that? Like, oh yeah, that steak is great. I don't know what it tastes like, but it's great. Everybody loves it. Justitia! Yay! Thank you so much. So good to see you. Justitia is always supporting. Like every time we have a premiere, you're there. It's awesome. It's really awesome. I love today's premiere, by the way. Marco and Tarja. I always say it wrong. Tarja. They have so much chemistry. Big, wow. They built a bigger one in Canada. I know there's a huge mall in Berlin, and that's one of the biggest malls too. I think they're just messing with us, you know. They're just like, yeah, our mall is the biggest mall. Come here, drop off all your money, and then go to the other mall. I love malls though. But you know, I've become like a minimalist, and when I go to malls, I have to be. It's so hard not to go crazy. You're like, ah, I want this, I want that, but do I need that? You know. Um, I am from I am from East Germany originally, and that's actually why I'm starting a new channel. I want to share my story more on where I came from, and I actually escaped East Germany before the wall came down. I'm really dating myself, but I want to share that story because I think people would really be interested in that. J is pronounced as Y. Taya, Taya. Ah, Taya. Okay, I should know that. Yeah, Taya. It's very European, kind of Taya. But yeah, that was awesome. Um, yeah, so I grew up in Mecklenburg in East Germany, and my mom is still there. And I escaped before the wall came down, and then I lived in Hanover for a long time. But yeah, I'm originally from Germany, and then I ended up falling in love with New York once I was able to travel and you know see the world, and that was kind of my thing. I was like, ah, I cannot wait to visit New York because you know when you're in a foreign country and you see like New York and the you know the smoke, the steaming streets, and then you actually are there and you're like, oh my God, this is real. This is so cool, you know. And in general, New York is just such a. I've always loved New York. I think in general, I love the East Coast. It feels a bit more European. Um, so yeah, I spent a lot of time in New York, a decade basically, and then I've lived in Los Angeles as well, and ended up here because a friend of mine owns a campground, and he's been telling me about this forever. And he's like, "You have to come here," you know. And after the pandemic, we had time, so you get seasonal beers from Germany every Christmas season. Oh yeah, the beer. You know, when I was in Germany, well, I was also younger, but like I didn't really drink beer. I drank like hard liquor. But every time I go back, my favorite beer is actually Hefeweizen. It's like the wheat beer, and it's so good. Oh my God, I love it because the texture of it. It's also really good for us, actually. You know, a little. There's always this whole like debate about how bad alcohol is for you, or how you know. And then we know people that are live to be over 100 years old and had a drink every day. So I think it all depends. But yeah, definitely try. Oh, thank you, Justitia. You work so much. What do you work? What do you do? We need to get. I need to get my channel up to the point where Justitia can like work for my channel. Thank you for stopping by. I know you're not even you're in Europe, so you're so sweet. Thank you. But yeah, the beers. So yeah, I wanted to share that I have been thinking about, you know, maybe talking about stuff like that on this channel, but it doesn't really make sense because I feel most people come here for the reactions, which just completely makes sense. Um, but I definitely want to share my story, and I think it could be very inspiring for many people to hear, you know, the many times I've started over. You know, I left East Germany escaping before the wall came down, spent some time in the Prague embassy, and I didn't have anything on me. You couldn't really have anything on you because they would have known that you were going to go escape, and then you may have gotten shot or arrested. And then, you know, when we went to West Germany, when we finally got set free, we could decide where we wanted to go. So I ended up in Hanover, and then I started again, you know, moving to New York with nothing, and then left New York after a decade and started over in LA. So I think this could be really interesting for many people um, to get inspired by it. You know what I mean? I'm such a gypsy. Like even now, I'm like living, in a trailer, and then like we go back and forth, like staying here for a little bit at this lake house. It's a family vacation home. So yes, yes, thank you, Eric. Eric, thanks so much, and I will see more of you as well. Thank you. Um, but yeah, so I'm going to share that, and I'm also going to share I'm actually starting my Kundalini yoga training. So I'm going to share some of that for people that might be interested in that. But the whole gypsy lifestyle, I think, is a channel all for and by itself, um, because that's just like a way of life. And I do believe that less is more. And it could be very inspiring for some people because I've met many friends who are like, man, I wish I could do this. I'm like, actually, you can. It's just a mindset, and of course, it depends. Like how many responsibilities you have. If you have kids or you know a big ass mortgage, it might not be as feasible. But yeah, so and I would love for you to know. To get from you some feedback, what you would like to hear more of or see more of, um, what interests you besides obviously music, and that is the whole musical journey as well that I've gone through, with my band and my solo thing. And I have to say, doing reactions has been super inspiring to me because it's so nice to see just other bands how they sustain themselves, and that's not easy in this environment we're in. So I'm really happy to see so many artists touring and doing their thing, chasing their dream, and not even chasing that dream, living that dream. And I'm excited because I am going to see Five Finger Death Punch this Sunday. Um, yes, that's been on our to-do list for a minute, and so that's my first show this year actually. Lame, huh? That's kind of lame. But where I live, there's like not much going on, so I'm kind of excited to see them and then hopefully catch some other shows before the end of the year. I really want to see Falling in Reverse. I've been looking and I haven't seen him being in my area, but I would even go to Detroit, so we'll see. And Detroit is freaking awesome too. But yeah, super exciting things on the horizon. And I have talked about, a course that I'm working on is singing for non-singers, which I think would also be super fun for some of you. Um, or not. I'm going to do it anyway because it's been something I've been wanting to do, and I think it could be very beneficial because singing is so therapeutic. I mean, we all know music is therapeutic because, that's why we all here, right? We met through music. And so singing and dancing is very therapeutic, and applying that to your daily kind of routine or at least a weekly routine can be very beneficial for many people who maybe are a little bit on the depression side, and also maybe have some health issues. So I just want to bring more light to that, and I do believe that it would be better on a different channel and keep this channel strictly reactions. And Duskwind had one of my friends here. I don't see him on here right now, but he had a great suggestion, and I would love to get your feedback. Sometimes we get blocked to have a separate reaction of the same song, but just dissect the lyrics a bit more, and maybe also the music production, and the structure of the song. That could be really interesting for some people as well. And I find lyrics so interesting because you know it's subjective, like, and I love that everybody can totally interpret the same lyric in so many different ways. So that is also something that could be really, really fun. And last but not least, I do want to up the Patreon channel because it's been kind of quiet, and it's also my fault a little. Because originally I started Patreon for me as an artist, and then I started doing reactions, and I didn't think that the people that were my Patreons were necessarily interested in my reactions, but more in my own music. So trying to find the balance, but I would love to hear your input on what you guys would be interested in. And I want to keep it very interactive. I love being interactive, because this is not a one side conversation. And that's why I also don't like the lives as much, versus doing like a Zoom call with like the Patreons and just like hang out and chat, brainstorm and have fun, talk about music, life, things that might interest you, might questions you might have. But it's so much more fun to be more interactive versus just like one person talking, because it's, even though you guys might be texting something, like you're writing something in the chat, right? But it's still not, it's still kind of like a one-sided conversation because I'm just answering versus like we all can talk. So that will be really, really fun. But yeah, I just wanted to pop in real quick and do a live. And I want to do my live reactions again, doing a live stream, but we have to be so careful because a lot of times we get like, the copyright strike. And thankfully, I haven't gotten a strike. I've gotten a warning, but I want to be careful because like that could totally ruin my channel and like I could lose my channel. So I don't want to do that, risk it. Maybe we could do like, we could actually also use songs that have been cleared on my channel, and then we can do a second reaction to it, and we can go more in depth into like, the performance or the songwriting, the song structure, stuff like that. That might also be a great idea actually to do. But I want your input because you guys matter to me. I want to do stuff that interests you, that you enjoy, right? That we all enjoy, and doing some fun, maybe quizzes, like again, like Duskwind had some really cool ideas, that I really appreciate, and the Nightwish Army is amazing. You're all amazing, Um, but that's kind of like where I'm at as far as this channel goes, because we are almost up to 100,000. We still have ways to go, but we're almost there. So I need the support. We need to keep going, and I might even up the reactions again to 3 a week. I've done 5 for a long time, and that was just way too overwhelming. The only way is up from here. Exactly, Judah. Yes. And so I think that like 3 is still manageable for me, but like 5 might just be a little bit too much, because then it becomes almost, I don't know, a forced thing versus, just like an organic thing. And I'm also working on balancing more, not just having a lot of Indonesian artists at the same time, but like mixing it up more, so that everybody gets a chance to like get their favorite artists reacted to. And I'm always open to new artists, of course, although I'm super obsessed with Sleep Token, and Falling in Reverse is one of my favorite bands. What's one of your favorite bands, Judah? In the comments, let me know. I mean, there's so many, right? Like, I don't even like that question, because when people ask that, it's like, it really depends on our kind of mood, right? But from doing the reactions, I sadly, I didn't even know about Falling in Reverse. Like, I don't know why. It's very strange. And the same with Sleep Token. I would have probably not even like heard of those artists. So they've been like one of my favorites, as well as Nightwish. Nightwish has, I was never, and it's so interesting because I have not even really been into the symphonic metal, but then when I really dove into it and I opened my mind to it, I was so blown away. Yeah, Nightwish, yes. Chakra Khan is just amazing. This guy is something else. I just love, you can always tell when someone does a cover, um, how, are they doing a cover just to show off their voice? Are they doing the cover because they really love the song and they're just singing the song? And then there's people like Chakra Khan and several others who make it their own. They own it. You know what I mean? They feel it so much that you're like, man, if I didn't know any better, I would bet that he wrote that song. And I so agree with you. And what I love about Chaka Khan too is, hi Scott, thank you. What I love about Chaka Khan is that he is so real. Like sometimes he'll just like come on, and his room is messy, or his hair, he was talking about his hair, which it's funny because I think the same thing right now. But he's like, what's up with my hair, in between singing, and it's like so funny to me. Oh my God. Oh, he will be. I know. I was told that. Yes, I can't watch it tonight. I don't even watch TV, but I cannot wait to see it later on. Oh my God! Please, like, film a portion of it and post it. He's gonna kill it. Like they don't even know what's coming. He is so good. he is something else, and I just love his raspiness. He's, oh man, yeah, yeah. And that's the thing, right? Like on this channel, I'm trying not to. I want to do it, but I can't do like five chakra cons in a row or like five sleep tokens in a row. But it's like it's easy to do because when you get into something, and also when I don't react, I don't listen to anything before I react to it. So sometimes my boyfriend will be like, check this out. I'm like, I can't because I want to react to it. So I need to wait until I'm doing the reaction. And yeah, that is always kind of frustrating because then I just want to go my studio and like react to like 10 different songs. I know I can. I know, but like I want to make it. I still want to. You're so funny, Judah. You're right. You're like, what the hell is your channel? Do what you want. I know, but I think it might be like a little bit too boring. You know what I mean? Like I tried to switch it up, and but you're right. You can please everyone, and that's a big lesson I've been learning my entire life. I think just like doing my own thing. But also, again, on this channel, I feel that it's a team effort, and I do want you guys to be more involved, in one way or another. So that's something I'm really excited about and want to bring more to the forefront. And that's why I think like that Patreon could be cool. I want to do some Zoom sessions, Zoom calls, maybe even like do a songwriting collab like with some of you. That'd be really fun. You know what I mean? And you don't have to be a songwriter to be able to do that. It would just be really fun to do things that get everyone excited about music and excited about being creative, because creativity is such a great outlet, for us to just like express ourselves. And even if you think you can do something, you usually can. And I've written with people that are not really musicians, and it's really fun because they come from such an innocent, different perspective and place that it can be super magical. Oh, you did, Judah. Okay, I have to check. Sometimes Instagram is like if we are friends, I should see it easily. But sometimes if I'm not friends with somebody, it will hide the message, and it's just like I've came across messages. I'm like, oh my God, this person sent me something like months ago, and I didn't even see it because it was hidden in like a different folder. I will check it out for sure. Yeah, it was really fun. I got a call from a friend of mine who we've done some stuff for TV shows, and just out of the blue, he called me, and he's been going through some stuff, and he's like, yeah, I'm starting. I never thought I could write lyrics, but I've been so depressed, and I finally wrote a song about it, and I shared it with our group. We have like a group of composers, and they really loved it. And I was so happy to hear that, that he would come back to creating and then do something slightly different, something that he normally doesn't do. That's really awesome. Yeah. And I think we all need to do that, like do something slightly different, just to step outside our comfort zone and challenge ourselves. Because I truly believe that we all have so much potential that we hardly ever tap into, and some people never do. And so, whatever you feel you want to do, if there's a burning desire for it, the universe wants you to do it. Your inner being wants you to do it. You're supposed to do it, because otherwise you would not have that yearning for it. So yeah. Joachim, can you do Tommy Johansson reaction? Oh, I'm gonna put that on my list. Yes, I will check it out for sure. I don't even know who that is. Maybe I do, and I'm just like not familiar with the name right now. That's one thing that happens quite a bit. But yeah, so I'm excited about the channel, the new channel, upping this reaction channel and doing more also analysis of some lyrics, which would be nice. And the new channel will be up very soon. I'm actually recording. I'm just prepping. I want to be more prepared. Like I batch record stuff, and I want to share. I'm sure many of you might be interested in, what it was like living in East Germany and growing up in East Germany in a socialist country, and not being able to travel and have free speech and all that kind of stuff. And it will make a lot of more sense for a lot of people when, they hear that story, how some of that is crazy, familiar to what's going on right now. And people like that grow up like me can see it easier because we're like, we've lived it. So it's kind of crazy. And at the same time, I realized, and I want you to do that too, because it is something, trying to like not have my shit in the so we like, so this looks like so funny. So we are actually staying in this side of the bed, and this side of the bed we left the cover on because we don't want to make everything dirty when we're hanging out here. So that's why it's not Dexter's house. It's not Dexter's little, like, I had to throw it out there. But anyway, I don't even know what I was saying now. But yeah, so doing like, a lot of informative stuff. Let me get back to what I was doing, getting my knives. But it would be kind of interesting. I don't want to turn it into a history channel because I actually suck at history, but I do know my own history and the country I grew up in, the history. But and then, like, make fun of Germans because we have some. I'm gonna do some. So definitely something about minimalism and traveling and being a gypsy. Staying in different places. And right now we don't even have a real place to stay. But then also like German words because people really like that. And if there's anyone here from Germany, you will know like there's like some long ass words that we can't even say. So it will be really fun to like share those kind of things. And so I'm kind of like really cracking myself up over like all the ideas I have. But on this channel, we're going to keep it music, but it might also be interesting on this channel. And again, I want your input. I know it's my channel, but I want this to be interactive, right? So if you guys might be interested in just like a little history of some artists or some, news, maybe like every Wednesday, there's like a little news what's going on in the world of metal or, music in general, which that might be too broad, but yeah. Oh, I just realized my battery's almost dead. That's awesome. I'm so prepared. I am so prepared. Here's Balti hanging out. Say hi, Balti. Say hello. He's like, I am not in the mood. But yes, I'm gonna wrap this up. And in the comments, feel free to, let me know what you guys would like to see more of on this channel. And I will link, post a link to the new channel when it's happening. Yes, definitely, Jude. I would love that. And here are my roses I got today. Yeah. I love roses. I love flowers. So my babe got me these. So I'm super happy about it. So I'm going to finish putting my makeup on and then I'm going to be almost ready to go to work. And I will do another reaction for Thursday. And so thank you so much for being here. Yes, thank you so much. That means the world to me. And check out the Patreon. Don't forget, for as little as $1, you can be part of the community. And I want to build an amazing community of like-minded music lovers, and build this family and just help one another. Whatever you guys need, I'm here for you. And I look forward to the next one. Have an amazing rest of your day. And I will see you on Thursday. Or you will see me on Thursday. Till next time. Take care. Bye.